Hello everyone, Seattle Mike Fights with Friends. What's going on, everybody? Got some boxing this week going on. Amir and Kell Brook, two guys, two veterans, not done, not at the end of their career, not old yet, but 35. They're seasoned fighters.
Till their first single, like me.
Robert Kerrigan, Greg Brimstone, good afternoon to you, sir. Josiah Perez, hey. Having a good Saturday, man. Watching some fights with some friends. Cheers, Josiah. Let's go. Big night of fights, boxing, bare knuckle, UFC fight night. We got it all. We got it all tonight. We got Mike Perry and Chad Mendes. Later, both making their bare knuckle debuts. And you got some real good fights on that Knuckle Mania card that Robert was talking about. And we got Bellator tonight. We got a Gracie. We got Neiman Gracie and Logan Storley on our Bellator evening. It's all over the place. How many fights till Kell Brook? What's up, Charles Barkley? Let me let you know. I think like 2. We're in the middle of a 4-rounder right now between Azim and Hall. One more after this. So this is round 4 of a 4-rounder. Co-main event is up next between Fraser Clark and Jake Darnell. And then we got American and Kell Brook. So we're knocking right on the door. No problem, Charles Barkley. Guys can see I still have leftover remnants from our Super Bowl party on the screen. I had kind of forgotten that before I took a little nap after work, but as soon as I can figure out where the hell that Rams 23 is coming from, I'll get rid of it. There we go. All right, and we'll get back to normal here in a minute. But yeah, huge day of fights. And I didn't want to act like I wouldn't do the UFC because we'll switch over for that main fight between Johnny Walker and Jamahal Hill. I am interested in that. This is a huge event for bare knuckle this week. A huge event. And I just personally, I felt like this Bellator card overall was also better than the UFC card. But then I re-looked at that UFC main card, and there are a couple good fights on there. The Walking Buckley fight is a good fight. There's some other good stuff going on there. But co-main event in boxing coming up here next. Like I said, then we got Amir Khan and Kell Brook directly after. So we got Fraser Clark and Jake Darnell coming up next. Fraser Clark's coming in, just a ginormous favorite. So this fight actually, we'll see. It could be a quick one. It could definitely be. Thanks everybody that joined us for the Super Bowl last week. A lot of fun. I was a little disappointed with the outcome. You guys that were Rams fans that were going for the Rams on that, obviously congratulations. Cooper Kupp's an absolute stud. It was nice to see Matt Stafford get his first ring. He put in his time over there in Detroit. Put it in, for a long time on a team that didn't necessarily always give him all the weapons. He had Megatron for a while. Outside of that, Detroit, they didn't give him a ton of help over there, it seemed like. And they definitely gave him help on this team, St. Louis Rams. Cooper Kupp, and then, of course, they had Odell Beckham Jr. too, who got injured in the first half, but a hell of a team over there, and congratulations to them. But boxing coming up. Been a while since we've done boxing. Hassan Azim, 21 years old, just finished off his bout. He's undefeated. 140-36 on all three scorecards in a 4-rounder. Of course, also coming off last week, a much more competitive fight around this time. Israel Addisanya and Robert Whittaker. And what's next for Addisanya seems to be the other middleweight winner from that night. Jared Cannonier. So, and I think that's going to be a good fight. I definitely favor Izzy by a lot. I still think Izzy and Whittaker are the two best middleweights in the UFC. But I think Cannonier, and I mean, speaking to that, Robert Whittaker just defeated Jared Cannonier. That's his loss a couple fights back. But styles make fights. And, I mean, we got to see Cannonier and Addisanya in there. We all know just because Whittaker, defeated Cannonier does not mean that necessarily has anything to do with Addisanya and Cannonier and how they're going to match up. And if we are going to see a third fight between Whittaker and Addisanya, which I would rather see later rather than sooner, I'm not super excited to see them go back at it immediately. But if that fight's going to happen, it's going to happen sooner. I think if Jared beats Addisanya. Because if that happens, Whittaker will obviously get, I would imagine, would get the first shot. And then Adesanya is going to get that chance to fight Whittaker again. Thank you. Whittaker 1, 2, 4, and 5. He's the real champ. I did hear some people saying that. I respectfully disagree. I do think the fight was close. I don't think you're completely out of the ballpark. Thinking that Whittaker might have won 3 rounds. I know there's a lot of very intelligent people who felt the same way as you, Charles Barkley. Personally, for me, I can give Adesanya 3 rounds easily, and I can definitely give him 4. I can give Whittaker 2. I have a hard time getting to 3. Now, maybe I need to watch it again. I don't know. When I watched it the first time, I scored it 4-1 for Addisanya. A lot of close rounds in there. And I said, I have no issue with 3-2. No issue with 3-2. And if I watched it again, I have no doubt that, I could come away looking at it and say, hey, yeah, 3-2. What's up, Eddie Alvarez? Hey, another good Saturday, man, and some good fights coming up. Only gave Robert the 5th. So Robert, yeah, that's how I scored it, Robert. I only gave Whittaker the 5th as well. And I understand I thought the second round was the next closest. So I could see why some people gave him the second. I just did not. Like I said, maybe I need to watch it again. And I do think there's something to, especially when you have, I know Whittaker was champion before, but when you have a guy that's, defended the belt a few times now, I think there is just a little bit to that. You gotta beat the champ to be the champ. And I think if there's a toss-up round, like, man, I don't really know what direction to go with this, I think the judges are going to lean towards the champion, especially when the champion comes out and wins the first round. He only threw leg kicks out to the first. I think Rob did more damage, even without the takedowns. Close second round, but Robert could have did more to win the round. I'm going to have to watch it again, but I mean, I remember the jabs. I remember the straight rights of Izzy, especially in those first rounds. I know there were a lot of leg kicks. And I guess that begs the question, judge to judge. It's like, how do you judge leg kicks? Do you judge them like a jab? Do you judge them like a straight right? I judge them as a significant strike. And how I would judge it is, like a touch leg kick, like just a touch leg kick, just a little tap or something. I mean, that's just like a little jab, almost like a knee to the thigh or something. It's not gonna score a whole lot for me. But the big leg kicks, the one where you winds up and you can tell that they really do some damage. Those are bigger shots to me, not anything like a straight right that rocks somebody or a knockdown or anything like that. Nothing crazy like that. But I do have some respect for the leg kicks as a legitimate technique for sure. Was close though, no doubt. The 49-46 scorecard was crazy in my opinion. Yeah, no, I can get that. And yeah, there were some close rounds. Even if it had been a split, which I wouldn't have agreed with because it's not the way I scored it, but it certainly wouldn't have been the craziest decision last night, I'll tell you that, or Saturday night, because there were some absolutely horrible decisions. Horrible. Luckily, I don't think any of them affected the actual outcomes of fights, but you had that wild judge that Michael Bisping called out. I can't remember who his name was, but I mean, he was just way off of everybody else all night long. And it was like, dude, if everybody else is over here and you're fucking way over here, nothing to me on that card was as bad as Sal D'Amato giving Jack Hermanson the fight over Sean Strickland. That was just criminal. Sal D'Amato just should not judge ever again, in my opinion. I don't want to call it the worst decision I've ever heard, but I have a hard time thinking of a worse one. It's definitely the worst one that comes to mind in recent history. Yeah, and don't hate on me, Charles Barkley. I had it 49-46 as well. Now, when I'm watching these fights, I'm doing a lot. I'm commentating. I'm reading comments. I'm doing a lot more than I would be than if I was sitting at a judge's table or if I was just sitting and judging. And I imagine some of the fights that I judge would come out differently. Macy Barber versus Miranda Maverick was a robbery too. No hate. I watched it twice though, so I'm pretty solid in my opinion. I have not watched it another time, Charles Barkley. I have meant to. Like I said, I'm probably going to come away from everything I've heard from most people. If I really would just watch the fight, just trying to judge it, it sounds like I'm not coming away with the 49-46. I'm probably coming away with 48-47. I don't know. I will sit down and watch it again here eventually. Yeah, no, I appreciate your decision. I appreciate your honesty, not just agreeing with us. That's that's not what this is about, or what, I don't want a bunch of people that agree with me. I want a bunch of people to tell me, what they think, and I can learn from you guys as well. All right, Jake Darnell entering the ring right now. He is a big man, Team Darnell. Wow. And he is a big underdog tonight, though. Jake Darnell, if you want to put some money on Mr. Jake Darnell tonight, you're going to get 16 times because he's a plus 1,600. Fraser Clark is a minus 10,000 favorite. Heavyweights coming up. Yeah, I agree with Macy Barber and Miranda Maverick. Macy Barber got that decision, right? Miranda Maverick I thought she was absolutely amazing. And then she just got taken to task by the lady that just beat the Happy Warrior over the weekend. Casey O'Neill. Casey O'Neill just took Miranda Maverick to task, and I thought Miranda Maverick was top level. I thought this girl's got a real good chance at being champ soon. In like 3 or 4 years. I guess soon, because she's very young. And Casey O'Neill's even younger, came out there and just beat the brakes off Miranda. So, hey family, what's up, man? Lots of fights, but most kinds, yeah. Oh, Kell Brook and Amir Khan, I think that's an even fight. The odds are very even. Knuckle is nuts. Knuckle got a lot of good stuff, I think. Mike Perry and Julian Lane. Chad Mendez making his bare knuckle debut, but there's another good fight. Those are not even the two best fights on there, in my opinion. This is being dubbed as the biggest bare knuckle event ever. I mean, we'll have to see how it plays out. I don't see it beating out that Jason Knight, what's considered their greatest fight they've ever had. The main event, Luis Palomino and Martin Brown for the 155-pound championship. That should be even better. Co-main is Mike Perry and Julian Lane. And then the 3 spot is going to be Chad Mendez and Joshua Oliveras. Britain Hart, she's defending her 125-pound championship against Christine Ferreira. Ulysses Diaz, that guy's a firecracker, taking on Sorry to Pay. Ulysses Diaz has a 2-second knockout. Pretty sure that's the guy I'm thinking of. But I did the fight companion for that. I mean, literally don't blink. The whole damn fight would be over. Eric Blanchfield is future champ material. Could be. Robert, my dude. Yes, Steph. Can't wait to see Mike and Chad. All right. Jake Darnell and Fraser Clark. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. Some big boys here. And so I didn't have the audio on, so I didn't do an appropriate presentation of each fighters yet because they didn't have their graphics on the screen for some reason. All right. The big phrase in the red, white, and blue trunks. Jake Darnell in the black and gold. The prelims of BKFC start at 3. The main card starts at 4. We'll be heading over there as soon as Amir Khan and Kell Brook's over. Nice exchange of jabs early here. Big phrase has got big power and a nice right hook to the body. Darnell's definitely got a soft midsection. Right hook upstairs. Lands for Fraser Clark and dig into the body with a left and right hook is Fraser Clark. He can't miss so far. 1-2 there for Fraser Clark. And the right hook to the body. He is oh man, he is killing the body. I love body punchers. The right and left there from Clark and right hand upstairs. Fraser Clark looking good early. Good jab there from Darnell, but he's already looking pretty hesitant. Eats a left uppercut there from Clark, and there's that left hook to the body again, and a right hand upstairs from Clark. Everything going right early here for Fraser Clark. Oh, wow. 4-punch combination for Fraser Clark, showing off a little bit of that heavyweight hand speed. Nice right hook to the body. It looks like Darnell's already got a broken nose. His nose is all over his face. Oh, big right hand there from Clark. And we'll see if Darnell's even going to make it through this first round. Nice left hook to the body there from Clark. Darnell has not been down yet. He's eating some big shots to the body. Oh, and there's another right left to the body. Big left hook upstairs. Straight right. Oh my goodness. 3-punch combination to the body and the head. Clark, it is all over. Fraser Clark making Jake Darnell look like an absolute animal. An absolute amateur. So Fraser Clark finishing Jake Darnell. The referee just seeing, hey, this is probably not a match that really should have even been made to begin with. Jake Darnell offering no opposition to Fraser Clark. Even though it might seem like a bit of an early stoppage, there was just no pushback from Jake Darnell. And no pushback to the stoppage of the fight either. No objection from him. So coming up next, Kell Brook and Amir Khan in the main event. Yes, so 7 p.m. Eastern. Yes, BKFC has own YouTube channel. Yeah, and they will have the prelims. You can watch the prelims, the first hour of BKFC, for free on their YouTube channel. And then you can order Knuckle Mania. It's $5. It's $5 to order. I think you can still sign up for BKFC also for $3.99 a month, but I think you have to pay I think there's a sign up fee at the beginning. It's like another $5 or something like that. I don't remember. I pay $4 a month for a BKFC. And that way I don't miss anything. Robert Kerrigan would get more out of that membership, probably even more than me. I wish I had more time to watch fights. All right, the big phrase with the big win here. Big phrase, Fraser Clark. Just a little over 2 minutes into the first. Fraser Clark had a great amateur career over there in England. He's a professional now, and it was more an execution of Jake Darnell than anything. Oh, and I didn't realize his corner was throwing in the towel at the same time the referee stopped it as well. So for anybody that thinks it was an early stoppage, his corner also threw the towel in. So Perry and Lane could be violent. Oh, absolutely. And it's a tough fight. That's not an easy fight for Mike Perry's first BKFC fight. I mean, he's not fighting their champion or anything either, but I think he's fighting the level of fighter that he should be. Joey Lane, I think that's a great test to say, hey, is this right for Mike Perry? And for BKFC, is I'm sure that they wrote him a pretty good check for them to say, hey, is Mike Perry right for us? Is this a guy that we want to pay in the future? Is BKFC going to be as good of a fit for Mike Perry as we think it is? And I think it's an excellent fit for Mike Perry because I feel like he's been fighting like a bare knuckle boxer for a while now. And that was the decorated amateur Fraser Clark. That was his very first fight. That was his professional debut. And just came in and smoked his opponent. Really don't care for BKFC. Haven't ordered not one. Only thing I don't subscribe to. Yeah, I hear you, Robert. It's I'm gonna give it another chance. That's all I'm going to say. What's up, Phil D's? See, I made it. What's up? Hey, not much, man. Good to see you. Good to see you in the house. I don't think I'd be doing BKFC this week, except for, like I says, Mike Perry. I am a big Mike Perry fan. I love his style of fighting, and I think BKFC is going to be the place for him. Chad Mendez, glad to see him making some money. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of bare knuckle boxing. The regulation, they better be on their toes because they had a fighter died, and that bothers me a lot. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do BKFC again after that. I have not done it since I did that event, but it's like, hey, get the regulation there, have the right doctors and everything, and do a better job than they have in the past. It seems like they've addressed a lot of those issues. I'm also a big Chad Mendez fan. I'm glad that he's getting paid. The production looks trash to me. BKFC has a tension with the former UFC hitters. Yep, what's up, Rob? Yeah. One of the things is their ring is so big. I think, Robert, their ring is so big and their promotion, I think they try too hard to make beefs. There's always fighters pushing each other at the weigh-ins, and talking trash, and some of it has seemed fabricated in the past. I'm not a fan of that. If there's two fighters that have beef with each other, it's like, that's fine. I like the show. I love the story. Give me a reason to watch these two guys fight each other. Don't make it up, though. If I want to do that, I'll just go watch WWE. Yeah, BKFC's production could be improved. It definitely could. One of the things that drew me to it that I liked a lot of the first events was some of the simplicity, not the simplicity in the production. But my favorite part is, 2-minute rounds and 5 minutes, which is great for older fighters that don't have 25 minutes or 15 minutes of cardio for 5-minute MMA rounds anymore. 2 minutes, 5 2-minute rounds, there's not a whole lot of time to pace yourself. And even guys as they're getting older, most of them can give it their all for 10 minutes. That I really like. Another thing I really like is what they call toe the line. And instead of starting in their respective corners, like in boxing and MMA, guys start like this. They're this close to each other. And that's what allowed Ulysses Diaz, who's on the card tonight, to have the fastest knockout in BKFC history, 2 seconds. And it was 2 seconds. It was like, you hear that joke, there's going to be 2 hits. One of them's going to be me hitting you. The other one's going to be you hitting the ground. That's what it was. Ulysses Diaz, he jumped at the bell crack. It was 2 seconds, including the guy hitting the canvas. It was very fast. Next up, though, here in boxing, guys, Amir Khan and Kell Brook. We haven't done boxing in a while. When was the last time we did box? I think the last time we did boxing might have been for Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 3. And speaking of Deontay Wilder, he's been doing some soul searching lately. I seen him talking the other day. He might even retire. Deontay Wilder might retire. That would make me sad. I love watching him fight, even though I know he had some issues after that second Tyson Fury fight. Kind of went off the deep end a little bit. But if I want to be honest, if I want to see Francis Ngannou fight anybody in boxing, I don't see any more exciting fight for him than against Deontay Wilder. Both guys that just have bombs in their fists. I don't see Francis doing well against Tyson Fury. I'm not sure if he would do well against Deontay Wilder either, but I think he's got a hell of a lot better chance. I think it's a hell of a lot better matchup for him. Tyson Fury's got a fight scheduled right now, though. I believe it's Dillian White. Tyson Fury says it will switch fight style against White to show the world how good I am. I don't know if they have a date for that yet. There it is. Fury and Wilder expect to face off April 23rd with a venue yet to be confirmed. Although the deadline to sign the deal is actually supposed to be today, Saturday, February 19th. So the deadline for Fury and White to sign a deal is today. As of 6 hours ago, they still had not officially signed a deal. Hopefully that gets done. Swing and bang friendly in smaller cage or octagon. BKFC for 4-side ring is way too big. Yeah, I agree that the ring's too big. I like that they face them off like this at the very beginning. So for the first 30 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds. It doesn't matter how big the ring is, but after that, yeah, I think it's way too big too. I would change a lot of things about that. Is there a bare knuckle boxing video game? If there isn't, there should be. I don't believe so, Phil D. Road. That would, that might be the place for bare knuckle. I've been trying to decide that. I'm like, is there even a place for bare knuckle? Should we even have bare knuckle? And, after that death last year, when the sport was so young, I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. But if it's going to be anywhere, there is no video game. There is no bare knuckle video game yet. When I type in bare knuckle video game, Streets of Rage comes up. And for those that are fans of old school beat 'em ups, Streets of Rage made a new one on PC, PS4, and the Xbox One, I believe it is. Streets of Rage 4. Me and young David played that. Extremely fun game. If you liked the old Streets of Rage games, it still got that feel with the updated graphics. So it looks like there could be quite the delay before Khan and Kell Brook here. Somebody should email somebody, get that shit going. Big FC doesn't have enough stars to make a game. That's true, Robert. At this point, no, they don't yet. Gromda Bare Knuckle is best I've found. What is that? Gromda Bare Knuckle? Oh, for like a video game or something? Yeah, I don't know. Shoot, we might switch over to UFC for a minute because I don't know how long it's going to be before Kell Brook and Amir Khan make it into the ring. You guys good with switching over to some UFC for a moment? Let's go over there. I'm going to continue to flip back, and if anybody has a good update, that is why I'm watching UFC as well. Boxing has too much delay. Yeah, I need to have more screens in here, Robert. I was thinking today, I'm like, I really need 4. One for to watch what I'm streaming, one to watch boxing, one to watch bare knuckle, one for UFC. Like I said, we got Bellator coming later, but might be right. It's a potential future thing, yes. So yeah, there's a lot of delay in between fights in boxing. That is one of the annoying things. I still love boxing. I'll probably always love boxing. That's what I grew up watching. Of course, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins. The older fights, an older Roberto Duran, because I was too young to catch his first career. But when he came back, I seen him, and then Vinny Pazienza. Watched a lot of his fights on the old USA Tuesday Night Fights. Big Mike McCallum fan, the Body Snatcher. I'll let you know when fight starts. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. I agree, Robert, but they're getting better. Gromda is a Polish bare knuckle. I'll have to check it out, King James. How do you watch it? I will check it out. Oh, wow. There's an arm bar here for Rodriguez on Pierce. Oh, man, he is wrapping his arm around. I thought he had that. Nope. Pierce is out. All right. Let me get some specifics up on these fighters here then. Pearson Rodriguez. We'll get ready for the third round here. This is only a second fight of the UFC event. So, Jonathan Pierce and Christian Rodriguez. Oh, shit. All right. We're going to pick up on round 3 here with Pearson Rodriguez. Sounds like Jonathan Pierce has been dominating just from listening to the commentators. First fight of the night, Mario Batista defeated Jay Perrin by unanimous decision. Next fight after this one is Chad Anheliger versus Jesse Strader. Agree, Robert, but they're getting. Oh yeah, all right. On YouTube. Okay, I'll have to check. Do they do live events on YouTube? Yeah, I'll have to check it out then. That's interesting. Oh, big shots from Rodriguez when Pierce gets up there at the end of the round. Rodriguez looked to be saving everything for the end there. So, update, you guys were talking about video games. A few little updates some people may not have seen. One thing, EA UFC 5, it looks like will be coming out this year. EA's, announced they've been working on it for a while. The cycle has been every 2 years. The big thing, though, is boxing. For those that were fans of the old Fight Night series, as I was, a lot of fans have been asking for Fight Night to come back. And I seen there was a job posting here by me in Redmond for a team. They're putting together a team to make a new Fight Night game. So I'm looking forward to that one. All right, Jonathan Pierce and Christian Rodriguez. Nice right hand from Rodriguez. Big right hand from Rodriguez. 18 in here. Make sure and hit that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed so you can contribute in the chat. Nice 1-2 there from Rodriguez. Oh, big Superman punch to the left hook from Rodriguez. And Pierce immediately going for the takedowns now. Look at the live odds here. Plus 550 for Rodriguez. And Rodriguez coming out tough this third round. He's got Pierce's back here. He's got hooks in. 4:20 left in this fight. And Rodriguez has got the backpack. Oh, and he just pulled Pierce onto him. Rodriguez working up against the cage, ran out of room, and actually pulled Pierce on top of him. And Rodriguez rolling back up on top. If you can still get that plus 550 on Rodriguez, I would take that right now because he seems to have the more energy at the moment. He's got the back. He's got the hooks in. A plus 550 on a fighter that's, that is getting the better of the other fighter right now. Seems to be fresher and has a dominant position. All right, Pierce. Oh, a big right there for Rodriguez. Big elbow. And Pierce is in trouble. Nice straight right. Oh, big 1-2 for Rodriguez. Pierce is out on his feet. Pierce gets a takedown there. But I don't think you're going to get that plus 550 now because Rodriguez just about knocked Pierce out right there. Just every once in a while you can pull. God, I wonder. I cannot do DraftKings here. We have to bet live. But if you can get a live odd right now still. Well, maybe not now. Now Pierce is on top. Pierce might be able to hang on here. 240 left in this fight. But Rodriguez just about put Pierce's lights out there. And now Pierce on top. And now Pierce has got the hooks in. And he might just be able to hold Rodriguez for the second half of this round and carry it out for a victory. But that got really scary there for Pierce. There's a girl fight for WBO vacant super welterweight belt. Starting on boxing card, Mike. I'm watching. They both look winded. Yeah, they're both pretty tired. All right, Pearson Rodriguez. I don't mean to act like I don't like women's fighting, but do they have a lot of knockouts, Robert? I'm going to watch boxing. I like to see a chance of knockouts. Arm triangle here from Pierce. He might have this. Rodriguez doing a good job turning out of that, and he's out. 1:20 left in this fight. So Amir Khan isn't the next fight. Yeah, they snuck one in. I was looking at the order, and I think some of them ended so quickly, or there was just no bets on that other fight. That could have been the case there, too. All right, so we're doing some UFC until Amir Khan and Kell Brook make it down to the ring. 26 in here. Thanks for joining Fights and Friends, guys. Pierce got Rodriguez's back here. He's got the arm triangle. Rodriguez standing up here. Pierce turns to the left. He can get the backpack here. He's got the hooks in. Oh, moving to mount. Pierce moving to mount. Rodriguez is tired now. Now he's got the back. Pierce running out of time to finish this, but definitely having a great second half of the round. What does it look like for knockouts? 30-27 Pierce. That's what I think, Robert. Do either one of those women have any knockouts, Robert? That's how I judge a lot of times whether I want to watch a boxing match. Is if somebody has a lot of knockouts. All right, from what I seen, it was all Pierce. Next fight up, Chad Engler versus Jesse Strader at bantamweight. And we will be going over to boxing Amir Khan and Kell Brook as soon as they make their way down to the ring. You know what I was looking for at, though, Robert, was, I was looking on DraftKings, because that's the only place I could really find the full card, and maybe there's just no betting odds on the women's fight. 2 29-28s and a 30-27. No surprise there. Jonathan Pierce winning the unanimous decision. So 2 decisions early. Mario Batista getting the unanimous decision over Jay Perrin. Jonathan Pierce getting the unanimous over Christian Rodriguez here. And then earlier in boxing, Fraser Clark making his debut in professional boxing, getting a first round knockout. Jonas has 7 knockouts from Liverpool. I think we'll stick with UFC until Khan and Brook make their way down to the ring, if that works for everyone. One of girl boxers. That's how you make an entrance. Stick with the UFC. Yeah, I'll stick with the UFC until, like I said, until Amir and Kell Brook come out. I see people leaving because maybe you came in for boxing. We will be doing Amir and Kell Brook. All right, bantamweight's up next. And here they come, Whittaker and Strader here at bantamweight. All right, 30 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. This is Fights of Friends. If you're new, we do UFC, Bellator, every major boxing event. We're streaming pretty much probably 48 weeks out of the year on average. And we've been doing this for almost 5 years now. So thanks for tuning in. All right, Chad and Whittaker. Let's bring up some stats on these guys. Chad, a minus 250 favorite. Jesse Strader, if you put $100 down on him, you're going to pull a couple hundred back. I think Walker's a solid bet tonight, being a plus 195 underdog. I got Walker at plus 205. I threw 100 on Walker tonight. I almost parlayed him with Neiman Gracie. Because I think Neiman Gracie's going to beat Logan Storley. But I watched a little more Logan Storley and kind of talked myself out of it. Storley's a good fighter there too. That's the main event over on Bellator tonight. But yeah, I really thought the odds makers did screw that one up though. I think Johnny Walker, I would make Johnny Walker the favorite. I know that he hasn't been great in his last few fights, but I mean, he went all 5 rounds with Thiago Santos. Some people thought he won that fight. I would not have thought it was egregious to go either way. But definitely very good. Jonas already knocked Numas down in round 1. Should be quick fight. Nice. Greg Brimstone, I do my betting. We have to do it live in the Native American casinos here. There's no legal online betting in Washington State yet. It's all ran by the tribal casinos, which is just fine with me. I'm glad to see them get the money. But they just opened up betting in a casino a little less than 30 minutes for me. So it's not a bad, an hour, 30 minutes up, 30 minutes back to go ahead and place a bet. Before that, the casino I was going to in Snoqualmie was a little over an hour. It was like an hour and 10 minutes each way. So that was a bit far. But now they opened up at the one that's called Angel of the Winds Casino. They have a real nice place. I just wish that I could do the live betting. But I'd probably lose a bunch of money. There's a blizzard going on outside right now. Open door and was hit with a gust of snow. Damn, you need to get some good weather over there, Robert. I mean, I've been tired of all the gray there, but I feel like I cannot complain about our weathers. as cold as you guys have been with the wind and snow and everything else. Sorry. I was trying to get that down a little lower. There we go. Try to figure out where my camera's at there. There it is. Okay. Girl fight over. Jonas KO Numas. Second round. Nice. Had that happen last night, Robert. Opened the door. It was like an airplane. Just flew right over my head. Snow on my face. All right, guys. I guess we're switching back over to boxing. Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Both guys 35 years old. Both Amir Khan and Kell Brook have had some great moments in boxing. Some good championship moments. If you're looking to watch along over in Europe, I believe this is on Big Sky Sports. Here in the U.S., this card is on ESPN+. And for those getting ready for my favorite time of year, March Madness, there is a college basketball going on tomorrow and later on tonight. I cannot wait for March Madness. That woke me the hell up, I can tell you that much. I hear you. All right, 36 up in here. Amir Khan and Kell Brook coming up next. Who do you tell me who you think's gonna win that fight? How you think it's gonna happen? So Amir Khan is a slight underdog today. He is a plus 135, representing Lancashire, UK. He is 35 years old. Also 35 years old is Kell Brooks. Amir Khan 34-5. Kell Brook 39-5, who is a minus 165 favorite. We're supposed to only get a light flurry. Light flurry my ass. Yeah, it seems like everybody's getting a second dose of winter. I thought we were getting spring here too, and then all of a sudden this week it's going to be... I know you guys are a lot colder there on the East Coast, but we're supposed to get down to 18 on Wednesday, which I know is not that cold, but we were up to 51 2 days ago. So I'm ready for spring. I'm ready to stop seeing the gray. We get too many damn gray days here. Anybody that tells you that the gray in Seattle is over exaggerated, tell them I said they're full of shit. It's definitely a true issue here in the Pacific Northwest, and where I'm at, we get even more rain than in Seattle and more gray because we're in a rain shadow. But, all right, they are interviewing the female young lady that just won a world championship here. But we're going to bring up in the display caption, let's bring up a teletape between Amir Khan and Kell Brook here real quick while we're waiting. All right, guys, bringing up the tail of the tape here. All right, if you guys can see this here, I don't know if you see this. 39 fights, 34 wins, 21 knockouts for Mr. Khan to 5 losses. Kell Brooks, 42 fights, 39 wins, 27 knockouts. He's got 3 losses. These guys both still in... still in the thick of their careers. They're not old yet. I don't know if their best days are behind them yet. They could be. But I do think they're at similar position spots in their career, and I think this should be a really good fight. What's up, Kais25? Who do you like as? What's up, buddy? Hey, man. Everyone hit that like button. Hey, good to see you, Kais. Yes, everybody hit that like button. Oh, man. I've seen Amir Khan fight a lot more than I have Kell Brook. Khan is... Both of these guys are British, right? So I don't think judges are going to be an issue. They have their best judges out there for this card, too. Very good judges. Man, I don't know. I don't know enough about Kell Brook that I would bet on this fight, but I'm going to go with Khan. I'm a big Amir Khan fan. I love to watch him fight. Kell Brook, he's got crazy power. He's got really good power. Khan's got a great chin. Brook has been knocked out 3 times. I'm trying to remember how many times. I can tell you here in a minute how many times Amir Khan's been knocked out. F it all. Okay. So Amir Khan, 4 of his 5 losses came by knockout. So, and all 3 of Kell Brook's losses have come by knockout. So both of these guys, I said, between the 2 of them, 8 losses, they've only lost 1 decision. I don't know if that means somebody gets knocked out tonight or not. The statistics are in favor of it. Like I said, 21 out of 34 knockouts for Amir Khan. That's a good percentage. Even a better percentage for Brook. 27 of his 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's go, everyone. Please like and subscribe to chat with the best Fights of Friends experience. Thank you, Rod. I'll be back. Going to place a bet on FD. All right, man. Good luck on your bet. Don't take my advice on this one. Like I said, I wouldn't bet on this one. So I bet on the UFC tonight. I took Johnny Walker. That's the only one I'm real comfortable with, and that's just because he's a 2-1 underdog. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Amir Khan or Kell Brook? Who takes it and how? Who are you rooting for? Do I have any of our UK guys in here? Anybody from the UK? Any of the European fans in here? I know it's 10 o'clock at night over there in England. A lot of times when you guys are watching the MMA events, it's like crazy hours because you guys are the real hardcore fans. You guys are always watching fights till like 2, 3 in the friggin' morning. So that's some dedication. For sure. I know this card is in England. Watching along either on Big Sky Sports in England or ESPN Plus in the US. Me, I like Walker. Putting Amir and Walker in parlay. Nice, guys. Robert says, great bet. Yeah, I think Walker's a great bet. Like I said, I like Amir Khan. I know more about him. I love watching him fight. I just, I haven't seen a lot of Kell Brook's fights. If I had all the time to just watch fights, I would watch every boxing match, every MMA match. Pretty much everything. If I didn't have to work and just did this, maybe one day. That's a dream one of these days. Either I just do this on YouTube or be a professional commentator for one of these organizations. But Amir Khan and Kell Brook coming up next. Good UFC card later too. I know I kind of dissed on the UFC card. The prelims are not great, but the main card is pretty good, actually. I took a second look at it. I can't remember who in the comment was telling me, like, hey, you need to take another look at that main card. And it's like, you're right. There are definitely some bright spots. Joaquin Buckley taking on Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Joaquin Buckley, of course, with that huge spinning kick knockout. Not only the knockout of the year last year, but one of the greatest knockouts probably in MMA history. Veteran Jim Miller taking on Nicholas Mata. That's the second fight on the main card. Heavyweights Parker Porter and Alan Badeau. At heavyweight, a catchweight fight. Kyle Dawkins and Jamie Pickett. That's the co-main. That should be a good one. Kyle, the brother of a heavyweight, Chris Dawkins. And then, of course, the main event. Light heavyweight Johnny Walker and Jamal Hill. I watch all and I just got Fight Pass, so watching fights even when there isn't any. I hear you, man. Yeah, I still have Fight Pass. It's all my stoners smoking on. All right. And Amir Khan, he has had a storied career. Of course, a huge storied amateur career. And these guys, the same age, growing up in the same country, fighting for the same headlines. Kell Brook has always wanted, this has been a dream fight of his. Kell Brook has always wanted to fight Amir Khan. For a very long time. And they're showing a lot of these guys, both of these guys, a lot of their highlights are years in the past. Amir Khan was on the top of the boxing world back in 2010, in the 2010s. Kell Brooks, his main, limelight, his last big limelight was 2018. Both of these guys looking to come back and jump back into that championship echelon against each other. And at 35 years old, I know the lighter fights, the speed's one of the first things to go. So fighters get older quicker. But 35 years old, especially 35 today, is not 35 what it was 20 years ago when I first started watching boxing. And these guys do not like each other. I know Kell Brook is very, very motivated for this fight. He cannot stand Amir Khan. He's wanted this fight forever. I hope Amir Khan comes in with the same motivation. This will be a 12-rounder at welterweight. It is not for a world championship. Surprising they couldn't get some kind of championship to throw on the line, being it's boxing. Because boxing, they got so many damn championships. 5 strains. I'm smoking on ice cream cake, pink runs, Mendo Perps, milk bone gelato. Love switching it up. Nice. All right, we just lost about 40 people. I don't know what happened there, but I guess now we went back up a little bit. But yeah, these guys, Joe Tessitore talking about right now, these guys definitely despise each other. Kell Brook's last fight was in January of 2020. It was a fight against Terence Crawford, a lot of people's top pound for pound in the world. He's definitely right there in those tops for me. But Crawford took him out in 4 rounds. Went from 55 down to 23. What happened to viewers? I don't know. Maybe YouTube's messing. What's up, Lewis Reeves? Smoking on wedding cake here in UK. Cheers to the UK. Maybe they come back when Amir Khan fight starts. I think so. Over-under. Over-under is 9.5 rounds. If you take the over, it's minus 115. The under is minus 105. Bolton, UK, Amir Khan, born out of Bolton, UK. Kell Brook out of Sheffield, UK. So like I said, you can see the records: 34-5 for Amir Khan with 21 knockouts. 39-3 with 27 knockouts for Kell Brook. Amir Khan has a slight advantage in championship bouts. 10 championship bouts for Amir Khan. 7 for Kell Brook. And like I said, that last championship bout for Kell Brook was against Terence Crawford. Yeah, and Kell Brook had an incredible fight against Sean Porter. By far the biggest win on either of these guys' career is Kell Brook's win over Sean Porter. Sean Porter, an absolute stud. Khan has not fought since July of 2019. He had a 4-round knockout over Billy Dibb. A guy I've never heard of. Guys, like I said, don't listen to me on this fight as I'm watching this more. I'm already starting to lean a little bit towards Kell Brook if I was going to bet on this. But, like I said, both of these guys, very, very motivated. A lot of disdain from each fighter for the other fighter. And like I said, Kell Brook, he's wanted this fight pretty much since he began his career. And they're showing, this is November of 2020. They're re-showing right now Terence Crawford and Kell Brook. And Terence Crawford beat the brakes off of Brook like he does pretty much everybody. And he's going to deal with some of the same things from Khan tonight that he did against Terence Crawford. Amir Khan, very fast. I think he's going to have a speed advantage over Brook. Brook's going to have the power advantage. They're showing Khan's fight against Terence Crawford, which was in 2019. Crawford dispatched him in a similar way. Both of these guys have been in there with the best. But there you hear Timothy Bradley saying, Kell Brook has slowed down a little bit. I think both of these guys have slowed down a little bit from their prime. They have not made it into the ring yet. Gotta love boxing, King James. This is one of the big reasons we usually do MMA when we have the choice, because, God, it drives me nuts the amount of time they have in between matches. That's something the boxing gotta fix, is you gotta fix the pacing of these fights. You gotta do something about the pacing, because it's absolutely absurd to expect fans in 2022 to continue to have 30 minutes or more in between fights. You're not gaining any viewers. You're just holding on to the few of them that still love boxing. And it's just, one of the big things is this is not saying a whole lot about this, because there's been some poor pay-per-view in boxing, especially in the last 6 months to a year. This fight is on level with some of the fights they've had on pay-per-view. There will be pay-per-view production for this fight. The promoters here should be a great event, should be good production for Khan and Brook. But like I said, whether it's pay-per-view, whether it's Big Sky, whether it's ESPN Plus in boxing, they have a huge pacing issue. UFC, they have these promos during the week. They have the promos of, the behind the scenes things. They go into the life of the fighter. They go into all this speculation. UFC's doing this the whole week. Boxing's doing this for 2 hours during an event. And it's, I said, in 2022, I think it's pretty absurd. As much as I love all the commentators on this panel right now, Joe Tessitore, great boxing mind, Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley Jr., all these guys, incredible boxing minds. No, they have not King James. Yeah, they're... All right, they just said one after this commercial break. Hate how boxing lags. Yeah, and me and Robert are two of the biggest boxing fans I think you're going to find out there. Both of us have been watching boxing for a long time. But, everybody in boxing, I think all boxing fans are just frustrating with the pacing in between fights. It's very hard to get new people into boxing right now. Because of that, and when you're trying to get $75 for pay-per-views, and you're putting out all these $10 million purses and stuff, how you could not figure out the pacing and the timing between these fights, it absolutely blows my mind. But as far as boxing, let's see what's coming in the future. Bare knuckle boxing later tonight. I am excited about that one. Next week, Josh Taylor fighting against Jack Catterall. That one's going to be on Sky Sports too. I don't know if that's going to be on US TV or not. I imagine it'll be somewhere. Also on Showtime next week, Chris Colbert, Hector Luis Garcia on Showtime. That's a WBA super featherweight eliminator. As far as big names coming up, it's going to be a little while in boxing. Virgil Ortiz returned on March 19th against Michael McKinson at welterweight. That is the return of DAZN boxing. Also that week, March 19th, Jamal Charlo returns against Brian Castano. That is a Showtime event. Errol Spence will return against Yordanis Ugas. That one's going to be at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Be interesting to see if Errol Spence is going to be able to sell out AT&T Stadium. I'm not sure about that one. It's for the undisputed welterweight title, the WBA, IBF, and WBC. April 16th, Errol Spence Jr. and Yordanis Ugas. And then 2 weeks after that, Shakur Stevenson, April 30th, returns against Oscar Valdez on ESPN. UFC got it all figured out. I agree. I wish they would bring back Tuesday and Friday night boxing fight nights. I wish they would too, Robert. And I do not remember the issue of this pacing with USA Tuesday night fights and ESPN Friday night fights. I don't remember having the issue of this pacing. I don't remember HBO Boxing After Dark having this issue with the pacing. It seems to be just like the big events. Evening all, fight gonna be streamed here. What's up, Benjamin Dalton? Amir Khan and Kell Brook about to enter the ring at Manchester Arena, Manchester, UK. They are making their way down here eventually. Well, I said Amir Khan has not won a championship, since the 2010s. But in 39 fights, 34 wins with 21 knockouts. Of his 5 losses, Khan has been knocked out 4 times. Kell Brook, in 42 fights, 39 wins, with 27 knockouts. All 3 of his losses were by knockout, including a knockout loss to Terrence Crawford in 2020. That was the last time that Kell Brook entered the ring. The last time Amir Khan entered the ring was in 2019. So hopefully both of these guys had a mirror fight. Yep, that's what's coming up. Yeah, we can't show the fight here. So it's just going to be the play-by-play. Thank you, Robert. Oh. All right, last fight for Amir Khan. There it is. It was July 12th of 19. It was a win. A 4th round knockout of Billy Dibb. Both of these guys have shown that their chins aren't what they used to be. So I do expect this to end in a knockout. The over-under is 9.5. If I was betting on it, I would go with the under. I don't think it's going to last 9.5. No problem, Benjamin Dalton. And James says, amen. Odds here. Amir Khan, at the moment, a plus 145 underdog. Kell Brook, a minus 165 favorite. And over 20,000 fans looking on. Come back another time. All right, Benjamin. Have a good one. Enjoy the fight, sir. If you're looking to watch along, as a lot of these guys, Sky Sports over there in England and UK. Over here in the States, ESPN Plus, you can watch along. Let's go. Yeah, we do UFC afterwards. We're going to do some bare knuckle boxing later on today. Possibly Bellator tonight if I have that much endurance. And there's some music, some Kell. Amir Khan will have the speed advantage, I believe. Kell Brook will have the power advantage. Yes, Chad Mendes is in the 3 spot. Also, Mike Perry taking on Julian Lane. And then a couple of great heavyweight championship matches. Britain Hart, the 125-pound women's champion, defending her belt. And then I think it's the 155-pound BKFC belt on the line in the main event. So this fight, here is the timeline for this. 2004, Khan given spot on Great Britain's Olympic team over Brook, wins the silver medal. 2015, Brook criticizes Khan for chasing a potential fight versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. instead of facing him. 2017, Khan and Brook in talks for a fight could not agree on financial terms. 2018, Matchroom's Eddie Hearn comes close to setting up a fight, but Khan backs out to face Terence Crawford. Last year, boxers Bin Shalom gets both fighters to agree to a fight after both leave Matchroom Promotion. So it's funny, they were with the same promotion for all that time, which was the crazy thing. And now they're finally getting in here. So this fight, literally 18 years in the making. They've been actively trying to sign this fight for 7 years, but Kell Brook has hated Amir Khan basically his whole boxing life. He's wanted this fight. He thought he was the better fighter for the Olympics. Great Britain, like I said, decided to send Amir Khan instead of Kell Brook to the Olympics. Amir Khan came back with a silver medal, and Kell Brook has basically been chasing him ever since. He's finally going to get what he wanted. But will he get what he wished for, or will it be careful what you wish for? Because Amir Khan, one thing he still has is incredible speed. I mean, he can pop off 7-punch combinations still like this. You hear from guys talking in training with Khan. They're saying still 6, 7-punch combinations. He's just pumping them out. And both of these guys fighting at welterweight. Khan's gonna have that speed. Brook's gonna have that power in boxing. Once you get to welterweight, I mean, a lot of these guys hit almost like heavyweights. And Kell Brook, he's got a lot of pop in his punch. All right, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break and fill up my water before the main fight starts. Let people know I'll be right back as they, if anybody asks. And let's go. All right, guys, here we go. From Manchester, England, 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Bitter rivals Amir Khan and Kell Brook. So I said they've been actively, Kell Brook has been actively calling for this fight, almost signed several times since 2015. Going way back to 2004, Amir Khan and Kell Brook were the major prospects to go to the Olympics. Great Britain decided to send Amir Khan. Kell Brook thought he was the better fighter. Amir Khan was sent, won a silver medal for the UK. And Kell Brook coming down to Sweet Caroline. What a beautiful stadium here in Manchester. I would like to go to UK one day just to watch an event in this stadium. This is one of the most visually impressive stadiums, I think, in all of fight sports. And that's including Madison Square Garden. So Kell Brook challenged the wrap on Amir Khan's hands. There's just such craziness in boxing. So Kell Brook is challenging the wrapping of Amir Khan's hands in the back. Why there wouldn't have been a representative from Kell Brook's camp in the back, I have no clue. But I think Kell Brook is just trying to frustrate Amir Khan. This is very frustrating. What upsets me is the promotions. The boxers are allowed to do this. And for Kell Brook to not have respect for the fans, to do that is very frustrating for me. But all right, guys. For those watching around the world, all the way from Manchester, UK, I'm Seattle Mike of Fights with Friends. Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. Let's get it on! And first, making his way to the ring. With a record of 34 wins against 5 losses, 21 wins by way of knockout. He was Great Britain's Olympic silver medalist, Amir Khan. And coming down the ring to some live piano here is the former world champion, 42 wins, or 42 fights, 39 wins, 27 knockouts to just 3 losses, the special one, Kell Brook. And some Kanye West music, but is there actually, okay, it just said Kanye West. I was wondering if Kanye West was actually here. Does not look like it. All right, and we got a championship boxing match here. Kell Brook making his way down. 35 years old, 5'9", 69-inch reach. He comes in tonight a minus 165 favorite. It has been 462 days since Kell Brook last entered the ring against Terrence Crawford. It was a loss by 4th round knockout. But I can't imagine that Kell Brook has ever had more to motivate him for an upcoming fight than this fight against Amir Khan. I mean, Amir Khan doesn't like Kell Brook. Kell Brook cannot stand Amir Khan. I mean, this is, if you want to compare this to like UFC or whatever, this is probably as close in boxing right now, the way Kell Brook feels about Amir Khan. It's about as close as you're going to get to like a Conor McGregor, Khabib Nurmagomedov disdain. All right, and Kell Brook in here, like I said, to some okay. So it looks like the glove debate may have been on both times. They're changing the gloves of Kell Brook. So I have never seen this before. Usually these gloves are approved way in advance, and they just changed the gloves and laced them up on Kell Brook. I am really hoping that they don't have to change the gloves up on Amir Khan when he makes it into the ring, but I have a feeling that they will. Hope Mendez and Perry win tonight. Me too, King James. And here comes to a great ovation here in Manchester, Amir Khan. And I can't see if he even has gloves on right now. I'm waiting to look at. He does have gloves on. Whether they'll be making him change gloves as well too, I have no idea. Amir Khan, 34-5, 21 knockouts. He's also 35 years old. The former WBA and IBF junior welterweight champion. Amir Khan coming in a plus 145 underdog tonight. What's up, Frank Knapp? Stopping by to drop a like. Well, thank you, Frank. Appreciate you, my friend. We'll be doing some more stuff later, some bare knuckles, some different things. The boxing's good for getting a lot of people in early. And then as you can see, the drop in the chat, it looks like the pacing in boxing has gotten to a point that people are not patient enough to wait for the fight. And it's kind of hard to blame them. Nap in the house. We got Mike Best commentating on YouTube. Thank you, King James, as we go up to 23 in the chat. As I was mentioning, before we do every major boxing event, basically UFC, we're doing BKFC later tonight, possibly Bellator if we have enough people that are interested in it after that. What's up, Phil D-Roll says still chilling. Amir Khan looks like he's walking from miles away. He's taking so... Could you imagine if they did this for every UFC fight? Dana White would have a heart attack. And now Amir Khan with the smoke show. The fireworks. He is a huge star in Manchester. This crowd is on its feet. I mean, both guys are star here. Amir Khan, the bigger star because he took the Olympic mantle way back in 2004 that Kell Brook wanted, as I mentioned earlier, brung home the silver medal. Also a two-time world champion is Amir Khan, and Kell Brook wants this win more than anything I think he's ever wanted in his career. And there finally is the tale of the tape. Power punch connect percentage 46% for Amir Khan, 37% for Kell Brook. Amir Khan 34-5 with 21 knockouts. Kell Brook 39-3 with 27 knockouts. As we mentioned earlier, all three of Kell Brook's losses come by way of knockout. 4 of Amir Khan's 5 losses have come by way of knockout. Amir Khan spent the majority of his career at junior welterweight, so 7 pounds down from this, but everybody he's been training with says he still has the speed. He's still popping off 6-7 punch combinations. Wonder when Billy will pop in. I don't know if Billy's got to work. He's been working a lot lately. Trying to go to Bare Knuckle in Seneca, New York, March 12th. Oh, I'd love to go to a Bare Knuckle event. That would be fun. All right, 12 rounds in the welterweight division. All right, the officials are in place, the fans are ready, and PBR Street Gang is in the house. Now we're ready to go. That's what everybody's been waiting for, was PBR Street Gang. No. All right, and finally, once again, let's get it on. Hello, Chad. Hi, MMA Mike. Hello to all in chat. Hello, PBR. Robert, you may be the lead blue wrench tonight. Yep. All right, out of the blue corner. With a professional record of 39 wins and 3 losses, 27 knockouts, he is the former IBF welterweight champion of the world, Kell Brook. And a huge ovation for Brook. There will be even a bigger ovation, I think, for this man. Across the cage, weighing in at 147 pounds. He is the former Olympic silver medalist with a record of 34 wins and 4 losses. 21 knockouts to his credit. The former IBF and WBA junior welterweight champion of the world, presenting the current number 11th ranked welterweight in the world, Amir Khan. Winner will be awarded the title of Jedi. What's up, Yippee-ki-yay? Awesome women's fight in UFC. Gloria DePaulo wins. I love picking the dogs. I hear you. What's up, Crypto Keeper? Great night for a fight, right? I agree. And Amir Khan's been taking up the cupping, as you can see, all over his back and shoulders. Whether that makes a difference or not in any of the fights, I still have no idea. But I know Michael Phelps does it, and he is wildly successful. Don't think the cupping has a lot to do with that, but you were the chosen one, Amir. And a touch of gloves, and both of these guys are insanely popular in the UK. When does Perry fight? It's going to be, probably 2.5 hours from now. The BKFC fights start in 6 minutes. The main card starts in a little over an hour. We're going to do BKFC after this. All right, here we go. Round 1, Khan in the white gloves and the white shorts. Brook in the gray gloves and the red shorts. Nice left hand from Brook out of the gate. We'll see if Brook's able to cut the ring off. Another good left hand there from Brook as Khan missing early. And like I said, Kell, both of the... Oh, beautiful combination there for Khan. Still got that hand speed. Double jab and a left hook from the dip. Good left there from Brook. And Amir Khan has always had great motion, great speed. And they're showing that speed, ducking under a wild left hook attempt there from Kell Brook here in round 1. Jab to the body lands for Khan. Double jab upstairs. Amir Khan warming up early. A beautiful jump left hook lands for Khan. And the difference in hand speed, as I thought it would be, is apparent early. Amir Khan is definitely the faster fighter. Now he's got 12 rounds to go to keep from getting hit by one of the big shots of Kell Brook, though. And can he do it? I'm not sure he can. Nice little right hand there from Khan. Combination lands a left hook to the body. Left hand lands for Brook. And I love the activeness from Khan right now. Oh, good exchange there. Brook gets a left hand, right hand for Brook. Right hook to the body, a right uppercut. And Brook lands some big shots. And Khan said, that didn't hurt me, and put his gloves up. I'm not sure I believe him. Oh, wow. And beautiful head movement there from Khan, though. Brook almost going through the ropes, missing with that shot. And good left hand there from Brook. I expected Brook possibly to be over-emotional in this fight. Oh, big 1-2 and a left hook. He seems focused, though, in a right uppercut. I know he can't stand Khan. A good right hand from Khan. And there's great head movement from Brook, and a right hand in holding and hitting there from Brook. Brook does not want to let go. He is upset. The referee can barely break him up there. Left hand lands for Brook. Brook's been waiting for this. Nice right uppercut there from Brook. And a nice 1-2 from Brook. And Khan unable to hit Brook there up against the rope that's there. A great start from Khan, but Brook coming back in the second half of the round. Nice right hand there from Brook. I give the first round to Kell Brook. 10-9, Kell Brook. And the referee has to break these guys up at the bell. Blood boiling for both men here in the first round. And you got to give it to Kell Brook as long as he's waited to get Amir Khan in there. I was concerned that he would be over emotional. No, he seemed focused in the first round. Perry's the co-main. Mendez is the third spot. Brook gonna knock Khan block off. Possibly, here we go. Is it speed or power that wins one? Double jab lands for Khan to start the second. He's got to do a lot more work in this round. Oh, beautiful left hook for Brook. Oh, nice 1-2 there from Khan. Big left hook from Khan. And there's a 1-2 from Khan. Brook is just so focused, though. Good 1-2 there from Khan. He's picking his shots. He's being very patient, much different. Oh, nice counter right there from Khan, though. He timed that beautifully. Gets out of the way of the shot from Brook and lands a beautiful counter right. Nice jab to the body, and then one upstairs for Khan. Brook answers with the left of his own. Khan's got to stay off the ropes. That's where Brook had him in trouble in the first round. And good movement there again here from Khan. Oh, great left uppercut there from Brook. And a left hand and a left hook lands for Khan. Nice left hand there from Brook. Right, straight right lands for Brook. And great defense out of there too. Oh, beautiful three-punch combination from Khan. Very competitive second round. Left hand gets through there for Khan. And Brook just moving forward, focused, waiting to react to what Khan does. Ducks out of the way of a left hook of Khan. Oh, wow, he just about took his head off with that right hook. And a big 1-2 lands for Brook, a right hook to the body for Khan. And so far this second round, maybe a hard one to score. Nice left hook to the body for Khan. Left hook upstairs lands for Khan and a 1-2. And I was just going to say, do you go with the activeness of Khan or the more powerful shots of Brook? But Khan just took a couple of great moments there here in the second. Oh, nice 1-2 from Brook, but the left hook lands there for Khan. And then a right hand on the temple, pushing from Brook. Brook trying to, his emotions may be getting the better of him. Nice left uppercut from Khan and a right hook from Brook. Good second round, much better round for Khan. I got it a round apiece. It'd be interesting to see what Brook's corner is saying that Khan's only doing very little bursts. Oh, it says 2018 Khan. I got a 1919. Yes, great fight so far. And that's what I like about when you have two fighters that, were very good fighters, and then they face each other at the same point in their career. A lot of times you still end up with a great fight, even if neither one of them are world champions. All right, here we go. Triple jab from Khan to start the second. You see still a slight favorite for punches landed for Brook. Most of that was from the first round. Wild left hook misses there for Brook. Left hand gets through there for Kell. And left hook to the body from Khan. He holds and pushes Brook to the fence. Couple of nice left hands there from Khan. Straight right gets through for Brook. If I'm Khan right now, I think it's going to be very easy to get under Brook's skin. And they exchange left hooks to the body. If I'm Khan right now, I am talking mad shit. Nice left hand there for Brook. That's just part of the game, in my opinion. Good straight right there from Brook. But I think Amir Khan can get under Brook's skin easily here. Nice exchange. Straight right lands for Brook. Left hook upstairs for Khan. And another left hand gets through for Khan. I am doing everything to frustrate Kell Brook if I am Amir Khan right now. I am pushing. I am holding. I'm whispering sweet nothings into his ear. And good head movement there from Brook. 1-2 gets through there for Khan. Khan does not want... Oh, nice left hand there from Brook. Khan does not want to try to match power. Oh, beautiful three-punch combination from Khan. Still got those lightning fast hands. Left hand gets through for Brook. If the one knock I would say on Khan from his prime days is that his chin is not what it used to be. Beautiful counter left there from Khan. And after being stunned maybe by Brook in the first round, Amir Khan coming back. Oh, beautiful 1-2 from Khan and a left hook and a right hand, and he made a stun Brook here. Amir Khan doing his best work of the fight there, and a left uppercut from Brook. Big 1-2 from Brook. Right hand from Khan won an exchange, and an overhand right from Khan, right uppercut from Brook, and they are warring in the center of the ring. Left hook, right hand from Brook. Khan on the run now. Oh, beautiful left uppercut. Oh, right hook almost puts Khan through the ropes. Right hooks, and now the momentum in the hands of Kell Brook comes back, and on my card, he wins that round in the last minute. I have it 2-1 for Kell Brook, and Amir Khan has got to stay off the ropes. And Amir Khan's corner telling him, he says, you cannot stand in front of him. And if you're Amir Khan, I believe you can only win this fight in the center of the ring. You have to stay off of the ropes. So, okay, gotta watch the fights. We won't tell. This is boxing, bud. 29-28 Brook. Have the high ground, Amir. It's, oh, don't try it. All right, here we go. 36 in the chat if you like what we're doing. If you like fighting, make sure and hit that like button. 3-punch combination from Khan to start the fourth after a great third round for Brook. Beautiful double jab there for Khan to start the fourth. Great exchange there. Both guys landing big shots. The bigger one, the right hand on the chin there from Brook, though. Nice right hook there from Khan. This is a bad game plan, if you ask me, from Khan, though. He's trying to slug it out with Brook right now. I highly question that. I don't know what the thought process there would be. Nice left hand there from Brook. But if you're Khan and you have the speed advantage, take it. Oh, beautiful right hook and a left hand there from Brook. And a good right hook upstairs there from Khan. But he cannot get in these firefights with Brook, and he's been drawn into them several times in the last couple rounds. Nice right hand there from Khan. Straight punches and lateral head movement if you're Khan. If you're Brook, moving forward, reacting to what Khan's doing and cutting off the ring like he did right there. Right hook upstairs and a right hook to the body for Brook. And the left hand. Oh, beautiful 1-2 there from Khan. Oh, great left hook from Khan. That's his best shot of the fight. Right on the button, a left hook there from Khan. Good 1-2 there from Brook. And so far, I don't think either one of these guys has really made an overall case for this fourth round. Still up for grabs and coming into the last 40 seconds. Great head movement there from Khan, ducking under that power shot from Brook. Oh, great right uppercut from Amir Khan. And like I said, a couple moments here could still the round for either guy right now on my card. Left hand gets through for Khan, and he holds. And that's frustrated Brook in the past. Khan backing up into the ropes, though. Khan cannot continue. And there's the 1-2 from Brook. That's when he's eating it. When Khan moves and does not throw while he's moving, that's when he's getting hit. And a combination of the body for Brook. Very close round. I gave that one to Khan. I have it 2 rounds apiece through 4. Brook has the high ground. Amir attacking the hill. And the corner of Amir Khan just told him, his words, not mine, he says, you got to keep stepping around this motherfucker. That's the advice from Amir Khan's corner. And I agree, he needs to keep moving. 38-38, same for me, Robert. All right, coming in to round 5 of a highly anticipated British boxing match. And it has been everything advertised and more through 4. Tight-ass rounds. Yes, several tight rounds. Yippee-ki-yay. All right, here we go. You see the total power punches landed very much in favor of Brook. Oh, beautiful left hook there from Khan. Jab to the body there from Khan. Brook has not thrown a lot of jabs. Nice left hook and a right hand there from Brook. And there he is cutting the ring off again. Khan cannot continue to back into the ropes. And you see Andre Ward has given Kell Brook every single round, 40-36. Wild left hook misses for Khan. Nice 1-2 there for Brook. And a straight left. I don't know how he gave him the second. I thought that was dominant for Khan. But, okay. Oh, big 1-2 for Brook. Left hook and a right uppercut behind it. Brook has got Khan hurt again. And a right hook right on the temple. Left hook. Big combinations for Brook. Khan is in trouble. And Khan holds on. Oh, he is eating every power shot right now. Right hook on the temple. Left uppercut. Another right hand from Brook, landing almost every power shot right now. Jumping left hook for Brook. And Brook smiles at him now. He despises Amir Khan. I think he's despised him most of his life. Ever since 2004. Nice left hand there from Brook. The left hook. Oh, and Amir Khan landing a left hand there, but giving very little resistance here in this 5th round. This has become Kell Brooks' fight here in the 5th. Oh, beautiful right uppercut from Brook. And Khan's chin holding up well so far. He's gotten hit with some massive shots here in the 5th. And Khan now on the bicycle. And no doubt he is hurt. Good head movement there from Khan, ducking under those shots from Brook and holding on. Khan, basically a defensive fighter at this point of the round. Lands a 1-2 there, but then immediately holds. Nice right uppercut for Brook. And a 1-2. Khan got a right hand in there. But these are hard shots from Brook. Another 1-2 from Brook. Oh, nice counter right there from Khan. Catches Brook off balance. That was one of Khan's better shots in a round that's been mostly Kell Brook. Big round for Kell Brook. Amir Khan, I think, was hurt several times. 3-2. Kell Brook. Terrence Crawford looking on in the crowd. 38-0 with 29 knockouts. And Amir Khan's corner telling him, hey, if you're to box this guy, you'd be winning the fight. Gonna be one of those last man standing fights. And yeah, I feel like the fight really took a turn towards Kell Brook in that round. But it had taken a turn for Kell Brook early, and then Amir Khan won the next round. So we'll see if we continue to go back and forth here in the 6. Remember, the over-under on the odds was 9.5 rounds for the bettors out there. Oh, good exchange. Right hand lands for Kell, and Amir off balance early here in the 6. Beautiful head movement here for Khan, but it looked like Brook stunned Khan a little bit with a jab there. Nice right hook to the body from Kell Brook, and he wants this fight so bad, and I do believe that Brook wants this fight more than Khan. It's beautiful! 2 big overhand rights and a right uppercut from Kell Brook. Amir Khan is in trouble once again. And Kell Brook is on the warpath. Left hand gets through for Khan, but it's... Oh, and a right uppercut from Brook, and it's over! Did the corner throw the towel in, or did the referee stop it? I see a towel. I didn't feel like I seen enough to stop the fight. It was over a round ago. Ref stoppage. Thank you. Yes, it was. And Kell Brook just started to completely dominate. And there you go, Kell Brook. KO's Amir Khan in the 6. And is this the end for Amir Khan? And what is next for Kell Brook? Hey, thanks for popping in, Nick. I was going to ask if anyone knew a link, but hey, no problems. Thanks for the commentary. I knew Kell would smash him. Almost called before fight started. 6-round KO Brook. Damn, I wish you told you I was thinking that. Khan has a glass chin. Khan has done years ago. Go to UFC. Well, we go to UFC. We go to I think we're going to go to BKFC right now. Khan did pretty good. All right, guys, we're going to flip around, but I have another thumbnail for BKFC. So we're going to go over to BKFC, but I am going to start a new stream for BKFC, try to get another alert out there, and hopefully get some more people in. It'll be very quick. I already got the thumbnail for BKFC. Let me go over there and make sure I don't have any issues with the sign-in, though, because I haven't watched BKTV for a minute. I hate that when you get signed out of things. Oh, they're actually not started yet. They're for 10 minutes. Where are we at in UFC, Robert? I thought they were starting at 3, but they're starting at 3:30 now. I think that changed. All right, back to ESPN Plus, and we'll see what's going on here on UFC. Kell Brook saying dominant over Amir Khan, getting the knockout referee stoppage in the 6th round. So it's like Clark and Ager here, first round in UFC. I didn't care for the prelims in UFC, so I think we'll have that back for some of the main card. Clark versus Ager, first round. All right, I'm going to cut this stream temporarily. So I'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. I'm going to cut this stream. I'm going to put up the metadata for the BKFC one because I made a thumbnail for that. And hopefully we'll get the BKFC fans in. Thanks for tuning into the boxing. Much, much more action to come. Oh, beautiful judo throw there from Ager, though. Great Tayatoshi into side control, and a great ground and pound here from Ager. As they're finishing this round up, 148 left in the first. All right, we're going to cut this and go straight to BKFC, guys. Give me 5 minutes and stream will pop right back up.